What are your thoughts on the whole Kyler Murray nonsense?
I think you can't win with him. Your quarterback is supposed to be the leader of the locker room. Rarely do you see a team where the quarterback, if he's a bad leader, win and go on to win a Super Bowl. You can point to occasions where Joe Flacco, maybe not a huge leader on that team. Well, he didn't need to be because he had Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and Ed Reed, three of the greatest leaders of all time. And then you can point to instances of Ben Roethlisberger early in his career, who kind of had the same issues as Kyler Murray when he came into the league, but he also had Troy Polamalu and James Harrison in the locker room, who are the leaders of that team. Really? In Arizona, do you have a bona fide leader you can turn to? I mean, JJ Watt, I guess, but he's never won anything. So he doesn't know how to get it done in the postseason. He's known for choking a 24-point lead away in Houston. So, yeah, if your quarterback's not your leader, it's not a recipe for success. His body language is going to demoralize a team, and he doesn't play inspired football and kind of just acts like if he reminds me of someone different sport, but Kyler Murray's kind of reminding me of James Harden in the NBA, where James Harden in the postseason will have really bad body language. If his team isn't doing well, he kind of distances himself from the team. Every time I see Kyler Murray come off the field, his head's always down. He looks discouraged. If you're a quarterback, you can't be doing that. Joe Burrow just lost the Super Bowl, but he didn't blame any of his teammates. He took it on the chin, and I really didn't think Murray got blamed for that loss too much. I thought Cliff Kingsbury was the guy everyone was ripping. I mean, everyone was questioning if Cliff Kingsbury should keep his job. I mean, I get DeAndre Hopkins didn't play, but you played that bad and no one even like ripped you for it.
Yeah, plus like how thin skinned are you if people criticize you and you immediately just scrub yourself from all, things with the Cardinals. And to be fair, I mean, the criticism is fair. You played terrible. You were atrocious all game long. 19 of 34, 137 yards, two interceptions. Um, and what you were saying, like a lot of people were blaming Cliff Kingsbury because the run game didn't get anything going. Their defense obviously could not handle the Rams. The Rams just demolished them all game long. Um, but
And
also grow a pair.
yeah, Kingsbury took it on the chin and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see what I need to do better, but we'll use a gym analogy. If you're doing really well, working hard in the gym, then you hit a plateau, someone's there trying to give you pointers. Like, you can't take offense to that when someone's just trying to help you. And if they've pushed through a plateau that maybe you haven't got to yet, they're just trying to help you get better, continue to improve. You can't take offense to that because if you do, you're just gonna stay the same person. You're not gonna get any better. But if you take that criticism to heart, self reflect, see what you can do better as a teammate, as a leader, because you are the quarterback of the team. You touch the ball for 50% of the snaps. Every single play on offense, you have the ball in your hands. How can I better galvanize the troops? How can I read the defense better so I can get the ball out quicker? How can I be a better player? How can I be a better quarterback? If someone's criticizing you, there's probably a reason for it. And you did play terrible. If you can't self reflect and see that game like, yeah, I played pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I'll look at the film, look at the tape. Like, sorry, if you can't do that, that's just not someone who's going to last in the NFL. Sure, you're always going to have a team just because the level of talent, but everyone in the NFL is talent. That's not enough.
Plus, let's just break down Kyler Murray's career so far. Gets drafted by them. They go out and trade for DeAndre Hopkins, who some say is the best wide receiver in the league. Oh, poor guy. And then this year, as they see that he's 7-0, they said, let's go out and get Zach Ertz, who's one of the best tight ends of the decade. Let's go out and get Zach Ertz. And then they also signed James Conner in free agency, who's a pretty great pass catching back. And then they also signed JJ Watt as well, who's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and then they draft Rondell Moore, who's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL right now. He's
They
making
drafted him in the first round, I think.
yeah, for you.
Yes.
Everything they do is for Kyler Murray.
So they do all these things for you. And now you're like, oh, they made fun of me because I played terrible. I scored 11 points against the Rams and we're 0 for 9 on third down. I want my money now. It's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, if you're complaining now about scoring 11 points against the Rams and being the scapegoat, if you ask for that big contract, guess what? You can't have the best team possible around you, and you already have probably the best arsenal of weapons in the NFL when DeAndre Hopkins is healthy. Even when D Hop is out, you still have Zach Ertz, you still have Christian Kirk, you still have Rondo Moore. That's three really good receivers right there. Oh yeah, they also got AJ Green, who played I don't know, he had 800 yards receiving this year when he wasn't looking old and lost. And then you had Chase Edmonds and James Conner, two really good pass catching backs who, if you're running for your life, maybe throw the ball to them, like a quick out route, stop looking for the big play. So it's just he needs to grow up, basically. I mean, if you want the money, you can have the money, but if you get it now, you're never gonna win. And I don't think Kyler Murray's ever gonna win a Super Bowl with his attitude right now.